Alright, so this is my personal take on Motorola's latest phone design, the Motorola Moto G Power 2020 version. That's what I've got here. And first thing I gotta say is that the Moto G Power is not a bad phone by any means. To be honest, it's honestly very decent. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM, the Qualcomm 665 Snapdragon processor, which for those of you who aren't good in tech, that means that it's able to perform pretty well. Like you can play, for example, if you're playing COD Mobile, you can play COD Mobile on max graphics settings at max FPS settings and it'll function almost perfectly. Like it feels kind of weird. I don't know if I'm just not used to the controls or something, but something just feels off about COD Mobile for me. I don't know. That's probably just me. Next thing is what is next? I guess the camera because people like to talk about the camera. The camera is fine. I'm recording at I think it's 60 FPS. I thought I put it up to 4K, which thanks to the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, you're able to record it up to 4K 30 FPS. I thought I was. Apparently, I'm not. Whatever. Uh, the biggest. So, it's able to perform, like, honestly, pretty good. It's not bad by any means. Like, if you were to introduce this phone about 10 years ago, it honestly could have classified itself as a flagship phone. Speaking of which, I think I heard Motorola is launching their first design of their flagship phone. Okay, cool. I'm probably not going to buy it since look at the video title here. Uh, so, got past the good, now on to the bad. The bad is that this phone, it does not perform to the standard which I want. The standard that I want is for it to, of course, function properly and function at a high, not high, if I wanted high, I should have, I'm getting off track. Function well enough that uh, it can do its job for gaming and whatnot without any sort of problems, which that is where this phone falls apart, unfortunately. The main problem that I've found with the Motorola Moto G Power is that it has these random sputters, which that's something that I saw with a lot of other reviewers is they were saying this phone will randomly sputter. I thought, who cares? I'm probably never going to run into it. I've ran into it. It's cost me a couple of games of Brawlhalla. I'm very upset about that, but I can't change it, so it's whatever. Next thing is that probably the biggest thing for me is that I literally cannot use any other app properly while I'm in the middle of a phone call. I don't understand it. It's like the phone app just sees the RAM, is going like, is looking at the person using it, the phone, and being like, hey, you gonna make a phone call? Because that's over there looking kind of tasty. The person presses the call, presses to make a call, and the phone app just goes, but my RAM, you can't have it. And literally on the other app, it's like, yo, what the crap, dude? You're literally being a pig. You don't need the RAM anyway. You are a phone app. And the phone app is just like, my precious RAM. That's kind of actually how it works. Essentially, I can go from playing at 50 ms in PUBG to playing at about like 3 to 400 ms, which I don't know. I'm not too good at math, but even I know that is a huge difference one that I do not like. It is costing me a lot of games because of that. And yeah. Did I already mention the camera? I don't care about the camera. Everybody cares about the camera, but I don't. To be honest, the camera is nice. It's not something that I really care that much about. Sure, it's like, oh wow, the camera is so amazing. I can't. This is amazing. Wow. I personally don't see the camera as that big of a deal to me. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get this phone because the camera is just not good enough. What do you mean it's only 72 megapixels? It needs to be at least 147. I don't even know if any phone does go up to. In any case, uh, camera is fine. Audio, it's lacking bass, and so what happens is many sounds often end up sounding hollowed out because there's no bass to the phone. All the alarm sounds are honestly just cheeks. Like, there's no real good thing. And overall, like, my two biggest problems is the you can't use any other app while you're making a phone call, and uh, when I'm doing pretty much anything, the phone will heat up very quickly. Like, it heats up, and it doesn't really affect performance much, but what it does affect is my ability to move my thumbs along the screen. That becomes nigh impossible. And so I'm sitting there holding my phone, going, blowing on my phone screen to try and cool it off and dry my fingers out because they're all sweaty because the phone is about 114 degrees Celsius. And basically just ruins whatever match I was at. So the I'm getting this phone replaced 6 days after receiving it. 6 days, bro. And I'm the kind of guy who will make a phone last for about like a year. And I'm getting this phone replaced after 6 days because of this stuff. That should honestly tell you something. In any case, my conclusion of the Moto G Power. Oh, also, the battery, complete scam. It says that it should last you 3 days. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I don't know if that's because of the settings that I have here, but it doesn't even last me a full day. Like, I need to have it charged every night, which that's not really a problem since I do that regardless, but it's really just false advertising at this point. 3 days of minimal use. It's like, well, what is minimal use to you? Even when I have it in my pocket, it's like it still goes down about 5% during the school day, which, to be fair, that's 5% in 7 hours. So, make of that what you will, I guess. Regardless, point is, it's an okay phone, but it's just a disappointment to me, and honestly a waste of my money. So, I'm getting it replaced soon. You're gonna see me having a new phone and all that stuff. I'm recording off of the Moto G Power, so in any case, that is my review of the Moto G Power. Overall, it's an okay phone, but it just lacks stuff. If you want me to go over more detail, I guess I can. Just let me know. I don't know that much about phones, but I can give whatever insight I know. Hopefully it's not false information. In any case, thanks you guys for watching. Go watch some of my workout videos or my gaming videos, which that's what my channel is supposed to be about. In any case, I'll see you guys later. I love